Now, the situation in the holy town of Joshimath remains worrisome as hundreds of families have been affected, left to fend for themselves. In fact, several of them do not have livelihoods and have been deprived of permanent shelters as well, while the relief and rescue operations continue. Chief Minister of Uttarakhand has announced an interim relief of 1.5 lakh rupees, which would be handed over to those families who've been affected in the town of Joshimath. Latest, of course, coming in that the Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami visited the holy town for the second straight time to take stock of the situation. Not just this, he even stayed overnight in the town to assess the damage and the situation as we speak, assuring that the state government is with the people and would be providing all the help that would be needed when it comes to evacuation and providing those permanent shelters to those who've been left to fend for themselves and left without the shelters as a result of land subsidence. Let's listen into that exclusive conversation we had with the Uttarakhand Chief Minister as he took stock of the ground situation.
की बात अभी तक सेट नहीं हो पाई है और लोग बहुत परेशान हैं कि मुआवजे के लिए हमें कुछ तो अमाउंट अभी तक कोई बात
All right, so there you heard the Uttarakhand Chief Minister who said that an interim relief of 1.5 lakh rupees has been announced for the people of Joshimath. In fact, the centre has also been sending its teams. In fact, just very recently, MOS Defence Ajay Bhatt, who also visited the holy town of Joshimath to assess the ground situation and see the kind of help that is needed for those who've been left on the streets. So we'll try and get more reactions on this, but there you can see, in fact, the visuals that we're also putting on our screens of the cracks there that have developed not just on the roads but in those buildings also of Joshimath. Over 700 families, to be precise, have been affected as a result of the cracks having been developed in those buildings and hotels. They've been sent to shelters, temporary shelters, but we do not yet know if what is exactly the permanent solution when it comes to those who've been affected in the town of Joshimath.